Welcome to Cell Energetics with Dr. B. In today's video, we're breaking down ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the molecule that quite literally pays the bills for every cell in your body. Think of ATP as biological money. Cells earn it, spend it, and occasionally invest it in energy-saving reactions. Understanding ATP isn't just about memorizing formulas. It's about mastering how energy flows through living systems, which shows up again and again on both AP and IB exams. ATP is made of three parts: adenine, ribose, and three phosphate groups. Those phosphates are like loaded springs. When one pops off, it releases a burst of energy. The chemical energy stored in these bonds drives nearly every cellular process, from active transport to muscle contraction. On exams, remember that the bond between the second and third phosphate is the key one. It's broken during hydrolysis to release energy. When ATP loses its terminal phosphate group through hydrolysis, it becomes ADP, adenosine diphosphate, plus an inorganic phosphate, or PI. This reaction releases energy that cells harness to power endergonic reactions, like synthesizing macromolecules. It's a bit like cashing in a $20 bill for smaller denominations to make purchases throughout the day. Key terms for your notes: phosphorylation, transferring a phosphate group to another molecule to activate it. Cells don't let energy go to waste. They cleverly couple reactions. The energy released from exergonic reactions, like glucose breakdown, is used to drive endergonic ones, like protein synthesis. ATP sits right in the middle of this economy, transferring energy where it's needed. Think of it as the cell's accountant, making sure every energetic transaction is properly balanced. Expect exam questions connecting ATP hydrolysis to reaction coupling. ATP is generated primarily during cellular respiration, both in the cytoplasm and mitochondria. Glycolysis and the Krebs cycle make a few ATP by substrate level phosphorylation, while the electron transport chain produces the majority through oxidative phosphorylation. When the question asks, where is most ATP produced? The answer is always the mitochondria. Or, as I like to say, the powerhouse of the cell pays the bills. ATP synthase is one of biology's great machines. It's an enzyme embedded in the mitochondrial membrane that spins, yes, literally spins, to attach phosphate groups to ADP. It uses the proton gradient created by the electron transport chain, functioning like a microscopic water wheel powered by hydrogen ions. On exams, the key concept is chemiosmosis, the process that drives ATP formation. ATP doesn't last long. Each molecule is recycled about 10,000 times per day. Cells use it constantly for mechanical work, chemical synthesis, and active transport across membranes. When potassium sodium pumps do their thing, ATP is footing the bill. If you see a question about energy dependent processes, ATP is almost always involved. Remember, no ATP, no life, just a very quiet cell. ATP and ADP form a beautiful ongoing cycle. Energy from food or sunlight regenerates ATP from ADP and PI, while cells spend ATP to perform work, converting it back to ADP. It's the ultimate example of biological efficiency. Think of it as a rechargeable battery that never really dies, just needs constant charging. For AP and IB, know this reversible reaction cold. It's foundational to cellular metabolism. When ATP donates a phosphate group to another molecule, it's called phosphorylation, and it changes everything. That added phosphate activates the molecule, making it more reactive. It's like giving a molecule a go signal. Expect to see this concept in enzyme questions, where ATP phosphorylates substrates to get reactions started. It's the spark plug of metabolism. Every living thing depends on ATP. Plants, animals, fungi, you name it. Plants make ATP during photosynthesis in chloroplasts and then use it for cellular respiration, just like we do. The difference is that plants also generate ATP using sunlight, while animals rely entirely on glucose breakdown. No matter the source, the ATP molecule itself is identical. Life's universal energy coin. Exam tip time. ATP shows up in both data analysis and concept questions. You might see graphs showing ATP levels changing over time, or diagrams asking you to label phosphorylation steps. Always link ATP hydrolysis to energy release and ATP formation to energy input. And don't forget to mention phosphorylation when explaining enzyme activation. Exam graders love that word. That's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe and check out Dr. B's tutorials on Amazon for full AP and IB study guides. See the first link in the comments below. For more tutorials and test prep videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Dr. B's Tutorials.